My goats discovered the deer corn I left out last night, and they're going pretty wild because I actually covered it with molasses. I've been baiting them, the deer, not my goats, trying to my property, which they usually come on my property quite regularly, but there's also some slow seasons for it because I'm trying to hunt one, and there is my deer stand. Not quite a stand, but I have a little enclosure here. This is my kind of like my radius from where I would try to attract it, and I have my bow will be behind there. And but before I sit out all morning hoping to catch a deer, I want to make sure I can attract them first. So that is what I've been doing. Yeah, I've been doing that. Little project is finally warming up, and the other thing I'm doing is I'm getting back to making my fence for my property. I'm trying to fence in. I have 10 acres, and I'm trying to fence in roughly about 9. So you can see that right there. It's a lot of work. I think in totality, it was 43 post holes to get all those cedar logs in. And I'm imagining I probably have about 25 more. And I did my first one yesterday, but the ground is actually kind of frozen. Not completely, so it just needs to thaw out a little bit. And yeah, it'll be a nice project. I'll be really happy when it's completely done. It's also why I'm trying to get a deer. Not that a deer can't jump a 4-foot fence. They definitely can. Just that I don't want to deter them from going through my property. So I might as well try to get a deer one time on my property before it is completely enclosed. Again, they used to always just bed down right in the middle. Now I've been having some natural deterrents. My dog's on the property and they're peeing, and that kind of deters them. So I'm trying to bring them back. They usually have paths right through here. So that's why I'm kind of putting the corn. But my goats are just the beneficiary of that in the meantime. And the new moon is approaching, so I'm about to transplant my rosemary bush to just a small little raised bed, little circle raised bed thing I got from Home Depot. So you can see that over there. That rosemary bush right behind that trellis is going to be going over there next to my blueberries. And then that bed will be filled with flowers is kind of what I'm thinking, just to attract the pollinators to look pretty. So not a lot. I haven't been doing a ton lately, mainly just because it's been so cold. And me having to dig holes and putting T-posts in through frozen ground hasn't been very fun. So I've been doing a lot of home projects. I made some beeswax candles yesterday. Probably gonna process a bunch of our tomatoes that we froze last year into spaghetti sauce or some sort of marinara. We're trying to make room. We're actually going to be purchasing a quarter of a cow, so we need that space in our deep freezer. I'm going to put the last of my buck that I slaughtered on the smoker tomorrow, which is our Sabbath. So it's something I like to do on our Sabbath when I relax is just be by the smoker, read the Bible. It's a nice way to spend the day. So yeah, not a whole lot other than that. Just trying to stay warm. It's another beautiful day though. I have opened up the view. You can't really tell because there's a lot of backlight, but it's a lot more open out here. It's just something you get to see with your own eyes. There's a hillside on the back way over there, and I can never really see it because of all the trees I had. And I hate cutting down trees, honestly, especially the big beautiful oak and the hickory tree, especially hickory. But sometimes you have to do it, and have to harvest all that wood. It's all down that hill, turn it into firewood. So when we finally have our house, I will have tons of wood already prepared and dried out. I do probably need to build a little sort of like a lean-to protect the wood from the rain. Just another thing I haven't gotten to. I mean, I couldn't make it like that, but that's a little bit overkill. Doesn't need to be that big. But I need something to keep the wood from getting wet. So there's never a shortage of things to do when you're trying to homestead. And yeah, springtime. I've been researching a lot about building a house, and I'm finally feeling confident now that I know the process and I can do it to start this spring. So once this property's fenced in, I'm going to be starting on the house. That's the only thing I'll be working on after that. So just the last little project, fencing this, not a little project, it's a big one. Fencing the other 6 acres. It was about nearly 3 months of work. I have less to do now, but it's still a big perimeter. I'm hoping I can get that done in less than 2 months, and that would be sometime give me in March. So all right, that's it for today.